What's going on, everybody? GoGuard18 here, SMC Gaming. Hope everybody's doing great today. Well, fresh off the presses, Miscreated has just released patch number 11, and as always, we're going to give you the ins and outs of it. Now, this falls just about 2 weeks after patch number 10, which gave us 2 new huge areas and several new weapons to explore. This patch is more about graphical user interface tweaks and adding some nice visuals to the game, so we hope you enjoy. Let's take a look. First thing we're going to look at is the rain. Now, they added some nice rain sound effects to the game where they were lacking before. Sadly, this was captured during a sunny day with not a rain cloud in sight, but it's nice to have in there and nice to hear some rain finally falling. Next up, we're going to look at the parking lot located next to the big stairway. A lot of the newer spawns find this spot. It's one of the first spots you see. They added in some vehicles out in the parking lot. We just wanted to kind of take a look at that right quick and illustrate that. Now we're going to roll on over into the void. Now, if you'll notice, top left corner, that's the icon that shows you are broadcasting. What we really wanted to do here was take a look and see what the view distance was in relation to how far away you can hear. Now, it does correlate to how far away you are to how loud the person is. The farther away, the quiet they are. We ran this out. It's about 180 feet maximum distance to be able to hear someone. Up next, we're going to highlight some of the graphical user interface changes while I'm drinking some water here. Now, water consumption, your water level goes down really fast now. I'm not sure if they tweak that, but it drops super fast. But you can notice down there in the bottom right-hand corner, totally empty, losing health because I was out of water. So I start hitting the canteen here in the river, just refilling that water level to get my health back up because it was quite a pain in the tail. Next up, exploding jerry cans. Just enjoy the sound. Isn't that magical? Now, this is a really neat little bit of, I guess, guerrilla warfare. You could add this in and set up some nice booby traps to lure some other players in. Just really interesting. Now, the particle effects on the fire aren't complete yet. That's not the end result. That's not what they want it to be. That's just a placeholder. But even as a placeholder right now, that still looks pretty impressive. So I can't wait to see what the plans are for the future. Next, the melee damage. Now, we're going to show you a quick hit here, show you how quick an axe will take a person down to the body. One hit dropped me 30% damage. Now, that's something they talked about, that they were going to change the levels of damage different melee weapons have. As you saw there, when he hit me with the hammer to the body, same place he hit me with an axe, it only dropped me down 12%, whereas the axe took down about 30% of my health off. You can also notice down in the bottom right-hand corner now that the bleed effect indicator is up there right above the graphical user interface that shows your health and your hydration and food levels. Every time he hit me, it added another level of bleeding, and it really showed a difference when you started hitting multiple times, how quick your health drained off. I mean, after 2 hits, 2 levels of bleeding, it was going quick. Now, what we were looking at here, he was saying he could see blood shooting out of my body. When I went to F1 or third-person view, I wasn't able to see it myself. So we decided to test it out so I could see if I could at least see it on him, because for some reason you can't see it coming out of you. He's just doing a little dance for you there. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, now I hit him with a hammer in the chest. And you notice the blood squirt out, which is a nice touch because that was one of the issues you had when you were in melee combat with another player. You could never really tell if you were hitting them or not. There was no real indication. The sound effect was there, but there was no visual indicator. So this really gives you something to see and a really nice, satisfying squirt of blood when you connect on a good melee shot. So well done there. Really nice touch. Really adds a lot to it. Next, we're going to check out the water particle effects. They redid the way the water splashes, and it's a really neat mechanic. Also, check out the way the river looks there. You see my buddy across the way there hitting the water, so I kind of get our perspective from my view and then the perspective from looking at somebody hitting it. And this is really neat. It also does it with bullets. If somebody shoots it, it adds nice little water particle effects out there. Now you'll also notice down there in the bottom right hand corner the little indicator, the status indicator that shows what your player is doing. It changes if you're laying down or swimming. It changes to indicate whatever you're doing. So not really sure that it's needed. It's kind of nice if you're kind of slow like me. I am from Alabama, so it kind of gives me a little bit of indication there because, you know, I'm slow. So just bear with me. Well, there you have it, everybody. Patch number 11 wrapped up in a nutshell. They did add some gameplay performance fixes, but it's really hard to capture those. Just rest assured, I stayed at a solid 60 frames per second the entire time I was recording, no matter what I was doing, what direction I was looking. Solid 60 frames per second. As always, hit that like and subscribe button. Check out the streaming schedule below. Until next time, GoGuard18 signing off.